Hey everybody, it's Mark Johnson, running the Money Maverick Active Dad. How you guys doing today? Happy New Year to you again. Today was a crazy day. You ever wake up and it starts snowing and you're like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere today. That's what happened today. Woke up out of my bed, getting ready, got my routine. As I get more older and more mature, I can see that definitely good habits follow you and also bad habits follow you. And a lot of times we have a lot of bad habits that we keep doing, and a lot of times that holds us back. So like, just say you keep on eating bad food and it causes you to get out of shape, be overweight, has your immune system imbalanced, and just not eating right, bloated, not eating enough fiber, always constipated, or bad habits, not watching too much TV, not going to bed in time, not getting a good night's sleep, being procrastinating a lot, putting things off that you should do right away. A lot of times those are bad habits that can cause you to live with really bad consequences. Again, you guys know all the noise upstairs. Those are my children, all the booming. We got 4 children. You guys are married. And a lot of times if I'm putting a video together for you guys, it's sometimes hardest place in the house. Got to find the place that I can find that's the quietest to get this video out to you guys. So hope you guys like this content that I'm sharing with you, sharing my stories and my experiences with you all. And so just sharing like this video, subscribe to our page, and I'll keep on sending out you guys good material and good content. And so, talking about good and bad habits, definitely in the new year, there's many habits that I'm trying to get under control. Good habits and bad habits. Now, what are the good habits? Good habits are usually, getting in bed on time, making sure you get enough rest, eating the right foods, taking the right vitamins, making sure that you keep your fitness up, making sure that you can at least meditate or read the Word of God, or at least find ways that you can get your spirit man or your mind in the right place to take care of business, depending on whatever you're doing at work, at home, at play, in a race, making sure you're focused, finding ways that you can get the job done. And like I said, good habits. It's always good to have good habits, saving habits, investing habits, making sure that you know that you want to invest a certain amount of money per day or per month or per year, and getting on those habits where you can start either managing your money right, saving your money right, investing your money right. Like I said, budgeting right, being a wise spender, only buying usually the things that you need and not the things that you want, and also enjoying life. Also, not being someone that just has a lot of bad habits and not enjoying life, but having good habits, enjoying your life too. So that's just what my day was like this morning. I woke up and getting to my smart habits, my good habits that I have in the morning, that I always make sure that I make sure that get myself together in the morning. Make sure I also clean up where I can clean up the house. I got a house with 4 children, so there's always constant cleanup. Making sure put clothes to wash, and getting that stuff all up and running. Because if you don't put a schedule together, make sure you have a schedule. Schedule is a very good habit to have, that you write down everything you need to do for the day. So at least that throughout the day, you can always knock off your list or check off your list what you've accomplished and what you haven't accomplished. And hopefully by the end of the day, you have that whole list done. So it's always good to have a schedule set. Write down what your plan is for the day. That's a really good habit. And then if you need to go out and shop for the groceries, you remember that. If you need to do anything, make sure you write it down on a list so that you can follow that list throughout the day and get the job done. And so I woke up and I was like, all right, let me get ready, get myself ready. And I looked outside and it was snowing. And one of the things about my area is we get a lot of snow in the winter, and you might plan your day and next minute it totally gets changed because of a snowstorm or squalls or like hail, or in my area we get a lot of that. So I woke up and it was snowing, and I'm like, you know what, instead of me going on the road and getting in an accident or getting in danger, I might as well just stay at home. So today I just stayed at home with the children, which was good. There's days when I do stuff like that, and you've planned, your plans change, right? So you got to put some other stuff together. So I'm going to be in the house all day. What are the things that I haven't been able to do just because I've been so busy. And so I planned out my day and I got certain things done today that I usually wouldn't be able to get done because I would have been gone out. I had different plans. And that's the thing about life. A lot of times your plans change and you have to be able to spin on the dime. You have to be able to adapt to the situations. Well, 4 years ago, I know you guys all remember the pandemic. And before the pandemic hit, I was working at this job where I was driving cars and we could see that the cars weren't being rented. And I'm like, yo, how come the cars aren't being rented? What's going on here? Like a lot of the cars were backing up. Because the way the rental system works is that if you don't rent out cars, you don't make any money. And so usually our lot was always empty by the weekend because we have travelers that come in and they rent cars. And for like a couple of weeks, the cars weren't being rented. And we as workers were like, yo, something's wrong here. I don't know what's going on. And not knowing that the pandemic had hit in China and it was hitting around the world, but we were in the city not knowing that stuff was going on. And then all of a sudden we got a letter saying that how, you know what, we might need to let some of you guys go because cars are not being rented and the company's not making any money. I'm like, what's going on here? I was only working part-time. You know, you got to do what you got to do. And at the time, and we saw that we had to get laid off because the company started losing money. Meanwhile, if I was smart, I would have bought the stock and shorted the stock because the company was actually traded on the stock exchange. And if I had the funds and then know how to say, hey, something's wrong here, let me buy this stock, I would have made a killing. Because the stock dropped from like $50 down to like $20 by the time, or like $30 to $25 by the time we workers heard what was going on. And by the time we got laid off and the pandemic hit, the stock had gone down to like, I don't even know, like $10 or something, $5, which was unbelievable. So definitely, that's one of my regrets. I didn't get to buy that stock and short it during the pandemic because the company went bankrupt and the company came back. And I mean, at the end of the day, if you know what you're doing, you can make a lot of money that way. So again, even on my page, I give you guys tips on like investments that you can pick, do your due diligence. You know, I'm not teaching financial education, but I'm also just showing you ways that maybe you can make money and take care of your family. So that was one. And then, like I said, a lot of people ended up going through a really hard time during the pandemic because they didn't know how to adapt to the changing times, the change in their situation, the change in their job, the change in their family, mental change, you know what I mean? Their head, going through new stress, new depression, new worries. And so even nowadays, there's many people that are still affected by the pandemic. Maybe they didn't really feel it in their body as in health-wise, but they're still going through the rut of what if it comes back? Or what happened? I haven't even recovered since then. My finances haven't come back, or my mental state hasn't come back, or my health hasn't come back, even after 4 or 5 years. Where mentally they're still thinking about wearing the mask. They're still thinking about putting the mask on just because it's psychologically got to them. And I mean, like I've seen people are still walking around with masks. And yes, people are still sick with different kind of illnesses and stuff like that. But I think a lot of people are affected by even wearing the mask for like 2-3 days. You hear that years. You hear that noise? Those are the kids upstairs again. And so I think that a lot of times the good habits and bad habits, if you want to change your habits for the new year, I think it would be really good for some people to, you know, get out of their bad habits, get out of their bad debt, get out of their bad situations, bad partnerships, bad networking, bad couples, bad situations that are in. Maybe they need to make a change for the new year. It's 2025. I think you guys heard in a couple of videos before that I was saying that I finished high school like 25 years ago, which is unbelievable. I can't believe time flown so fast. But again, the good habits and bad habits that I maybe had in my 20s, some of them maybe I still have in my 40s. Maybe like procrastination, worrying too much, stressing too much about certain things, really thinking about what other people think, which is not really that important because a lot of those people don't care about you. They don't care about what you think. They don't care about what you got going on. They're busy with their own stuff. And a lot of times it's just haters, and where we need to start thinking so much about what other people's thinking about us and just succeed and do what we need to do for ourselves and for our families, right? Like stop comparing to the Joneses. Stop trying to be better than God has plans for you. You know what I mean? Like nothing's wrong with reaching for the stars. But a lot of times we're looking at somebody else's stars. Meanwhile, we don't know the journey that they're on. We don't know what goals and dreams they have. We don't know what they did to get what they have. So a lot of times we're worried about other people's situation. Maybe we should just put 100% attention in our own situation. And if it's not the way we want it to go, try and make some changes. Try and make some ways of getting a different result. Like, you can't keep on doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, expecting a different result. It's not going to happen. You kind of have to make changes. You have to change your friends, change your surroundings, change your situation, change the place you maybe eat at, change the job, change your car, change the people. Like I said, you hang around, maybe change your spouse. There's a lot of unhappy people out there that are just hooked up with the wrong people. And again, people do change. But again, if your situation is getting very abusive and it's getting very worrisome, sometimes you might need to make a change. And it's a new year, 2025. New year to do new things, new big things, great things, things that you didn't get to do before because you either weren't planning for it, or it's a new year, so you turn the next page and start a new chapter in your life. It's like a new book. We're all a book. We are all a book. What is the novel on you? What is being written about you right now? Every chapter is a different part of your life, right? So maybe it's a time for a different chapter. Maybe it's time to turn the page. Maybe it's time to change the book. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's time to change the book, change the title, change to a different series. It's a new year to do new things. So that was my day. I pretty much decided to just stay in with the children. Sometimes, like I said, you got to do that. Spend more time with the children. Now, at the point in my life, I want to spend more time with my children. I see more and more that they're only a certain age for a certain time. And now that I have a couple of babies, I didn't get to spend much time with the older ones when they were younger. And now I have the younger ones, and I'm spending more time with the younger ones, and I enjoy it. I enjoy being with the younger ones because you see how they see things. A lot of times we think too highly of ourselves when we think that, oh, we're all adults. And sometimes when we think like a child, it will cause us to do new things. I know when you were younger, you used to have adventures around the house. You used to do crazy things when you were a kid. You used to jump off the bed. You used to jump off the table sometimes, jump off the chair. You used to do crazy things. And nowadays, we don't even want to, go outside when it's cold. We don't want to have fun at an older age. Meanwhile, you never stop being a kid. Like, you should always have some kind of energy to do different things, try different things, experience life. That's what life is. You only have one life to live, so you might as well experience it. So it can't always be just work, home, work, home, work, home, work, home, work, home. You know, there has to be times where you enjoy life a little bit, and even the smallest things in life, like even having fun with your kid, like doing something funny, like comedy, playing games, playing even some toys that they have. We used to play with those toys when we were younger, and we used to have a lot of fun with it. So sometimes, why not pick up a Hot Wheels car and interact with your kids, or picking up a doll and playing with your daughter. You know, sometimes the kids just want to know that mommy and daddy still have fun. Sometimes can't always be the man and the woman that it's always serious. No. Sometimes it's good to have fun once in a while. Pick up a basketball and go play around with your kids. Go play tag in the park with them. Yeah, a lot of times the jungle gyms and the playgrounds are a little too big for the adults, but who cares? Why not play around, play a game of tag with your kids, hide and seek in the park. Just go swing with the children. You know, like some of the swings they can handle heavy weights, so you can go on the swing with your child and kind of, sit them on your lap, and you could do the swing on the swings. A lot of times I think when we get older, we forgot how fun things used to be, and then we don't want to have fun. Nothing's wrong with being a kid again. There's times when we need to be serious, of course. As adults, we have responsibilities, we have bills, we have things we got to pay for, things we got to take care of, family members that are depending upon us. But also, we can also have fun in life too. Enjoy the life, like laugh. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of times our kids are our biggest stress, but they can also be our biggest reward and blessing. So again, this is Mark Johnson. Like I said, I stayed home today with the children. Snowing outside, so I stayed inside, and I'll be out tomorrow. But at the end of the day, I had a good time. Sometimes we don't know that the littlest things in life, like I said before, are the best. And a lot of times we're looking for the big things that, okay, I got to take out my kids. I got to spend time with them. But you can spend time with them right in the house one day if you're available or you have the time. And that's what I did today. And then, again, you do what you got to do for you and yours. Take care of business. Took care of some other businesses that I'm getting off the ground. I'm looking up. I'm creating more content for you guys on different platforms, and we got some new things that we're going to be pushing out very soon. I don't know if you guys saw that we have a channel called Chilling with the Johnsons, where we have over 235,000 subscribers in less than a year and about 4 months. So that's really good. It's an animated series. It's on YouTube and it's on Instagram, and we're definitely trying to get it on other platforms. So again, that's more stuff that we have for you guys to check out, where we'll only have exclusive content on certain platforms. And again, that's another way of making money. We have other things that we're working on right now too, so definitely we're going to keep you guys informed with what we got going on as a family, because we always have something going on. We always have business, we have the cafe, we have online show, we have online cartoon, and we got content for you that's here to instill your life, motivate you, lift you up, and give you some good entertainment, family entertainment that you don't usually see out there. And it's wholesome. It will definitely give you teach you lessons and teach you things that you might not have known about technology, raising kids, parenting, marriage, and just building relationships and having a good time. All right, you guys take care, keep pushing, don't give up, believe in yourself, all the best. And again, if you like this content, share and subscribe to my page, and send it to someone that you might know, might lift them, might enrich them, and encourage yourself daily. All right, take care.